Funding provided by
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we're committed to our foundation of personalized service while treating our customers like family and valuing our employees. Fairway Meat and Grocery, that's what we're all about.
by Muscle Lighting, the sports lighting specialists, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
It's been a fun-filled day from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The sun has set. The buildings are lit up in beautiful pink in honor of tonight's tournament from the Alliant Energy Powerhouse Arena. I'm Eric Braley along with Beth West as Springville and Burlington Notre Dame go head-to-head for the Class 1A championship match. Welcome in. It's been a long day. We started at 10 o'clock this morning. We've handed out 4 trophies, and now we're down to Class 1A. Why should viewers be excited to tune into this one, Beth?
You're right. It's the last one of the day, 1A. On paper, Burlington Notre Dame is the favorite, but I have a feeling Springville has a lot of fire and a lot of energy and fight in them, so I think this is going to be a really good match to finish out the day.
Let's take a look at Springville and why they have been such a great team to get to this championship match. 8th trip to state, and they've been here 6 of the last 8 years. They have some firepower with Nia Howard and what she's able to do leading this offense, and senior Grace Mattis averaging in the back row 4.5 digs per set. A good balanced team.
Exactly. Nia Howard at the setting position does a good job distributing out to her teammates, and then a strong libero in Grace Mattis. She'll be fun to watch.
The anchor of the back row defense. Here's the other team, Burlington Notre Dame, defending champions, and they return 6 players from that championship team. They've lost some this year, but every loss were to state qualifiers larger than Class 1A. And there you see their team leaders, and there's a couple of players that really lead this team on the court.
They do. A strong attack, and returning 6 starters from a team last year who won the state title in 1A. That sets you up pretty well to have experience in this state championship tonight.
Let's send it over to the public address announcer, Rex Baker, to introduce these 2 teams playing for the 1A title.
First, please welcome to the floor, the Springville Orioles. And now, please welcome the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players and coaches in tonight's championship matchup. First, for the Springville Orioles, number 3, Hannah March. Number 17, Molly Stamp. Number 18, Abby Christensen. Number 23, Kelsey Clothier. Number 26, Liz Blakely. Number 27, Ashlyn Zaruba. And number 35, Kaylee Hogue. The assistant coaches for Springville, Andrea Bone and Teal Howard. And now let's meet the starters for the Orioles. A 5'7" and senior, number 4, Savannah Nealman. A 5'6" junior, number 7, Nia Howard. A 5'9" junior, number 21, Kennedy Breitfelder. A 5'11" senior, number 28, Lauren Wilson. a 5'6" senior, number 30, Morgan Nahazel. And a 5'11" junior, number 32, Lily Clark. The libero for the Orioles, a 5'4" senior, Grace Mattis. The head coach for Springville is Claude Howard Jr. Now, let's meet the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Number 10, Lauren Krieger. Number 16, Katie Stevens. Number 18, Breck McVeigh. Number 20, Maddie Mosina. Number 21, Madeline Knapp. Number 24, Maisie Belger. And number 26, Emily Stutzman. The assistant coaches for the Nikes are Megan Stevens, Julie Belger, and Susan Reed. And now let's meet the starters for the Nikes. A 5'10" senior, number 3, Josie Bentz. A 5'10" senior, number 4, Megan Harrell. A 5'7" sophomore, number 9, Taryn Stevens. A 6'1" junior, number 11, Gabby Deary. A 5'10" senior, number 12, Jenna Bentz. A 6' junior, number 23, Abby Korsten. And the libero, a 5'5" junior, number 14, Ava Parkins. The head coach for Burlington Notre Dame is Mike Davis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you direct your attention to the area in front of the scorers table for the introduction of our officials for tonight's match. Your first referee, Nikki O'Keefe. Your second referee, Ryan Rodemeyer. And your line judges, Ted Moser and John Becker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state championship volleyball.
All right, let's take a look at the keys to the match. Beth West, what do you have for Springville to win this championship match?
For Springville, I think they really need to have a strong net presence. They want their front row to be active at the net. This means controlling any overpasses and putting up a solid block. If their block can slow down the Nikes' attack, Springville will be very competitive tonight. And secondly, they just want to play with energy. This is the last state final of the day. It's time for Springville to shine. They just want to play with excitement. They want to execute their strategy, and they just want to leave all their effort on the court.
And for Burlington Notre Dame to defend their title.
I think they need to start on the attack. We mentioned before, on paper, they're the favorite coming into the finals, but now they need to back it up. So they want to start aggressively to put pressure on Springville to respond. They want to communicate well and battle as a team. And then secondly, defend that title. They returned 6 starters from their championship team, so they have experience. They're looking to play with fire and confidence tonight so that they can bring home another state title.
Thank you, Beth. Those are the keys to the match. It's been a long, fun week here in Cedar Rapids. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship Thursday. They lit up the buildings, the skyline, rolled up the pink carpet, and the student athletes, coaches, administrators, fans of all ages have had fun. It's down to this one final trophy to hand out. Technically 2, both teams get a trophy, the championship and the state runner-up. A lot on the line, and now it's time for the opening serve of the Class 1A championship match. Pleasant Valley 1 in 5A, Western Dubuque in 4A, West Delaware in 3A, Dike New Hartford in 2A. Who's it gonna be here in Class 1A? An attack there, and the first point of the first set goes to the Orioles. Here's the serve from Nahazel, the senior DS. And back-to-back attack airs means a 2-0 lead for Springville.
Burlington Notre Dame getting a good pass, running their offense. Just a little bit of jitters from the hitters. They'll settle down.
The pass, the set to the outside, through the block. You said it. On paper, Burlington Notre Dame returning 6 starters from the championship last year, but you liked what you saw in the semis and quarterfinals from Springville.
Yes, Springville plays with so much excitement, so much energy. They have a lot of fire. They are going to play their best. They're going to battle. They work hard.
All of that means they lead 4-0. 4-0 jump start. Perfect spot.
Good pickup on the Springville side, and the setter, Nia Howard, able to find the corner. Great spot.
Burlington Notre Dame wants something to cheer about, and there it is. A 2-contact penalty, miscue against Springville, and finally they get on the board.
Yep, they get their first point, they side out. Now they're on the attack with the serve, looking to put up strong defense here.
Bench serves, but they can't string any points together. A quick side out, and the student section loving this for the Orioles.
What a quick set to the middle, a strong swing. Saw a little hole in that block. She's able to go right through the middle of it for Springville.
5-1, opening set. Little left-handed punch over there by Kennedy Breitfelder. She'll do it again. Returned. Good rally. Just sails long. Was it touched? You bet it was. Springville rocking and rolling with another point here.
Touch. Point. Orioles.
Long on the swing, but touch on the block. Springville able to keep their run going here at the start of set 1.
Burlington Notre Dame looking to get some momentum going. That was a great idea, but it just pushed and sailed a little too long, and it's now 7-1. And just like that, a timeout. Red hot out of the gates is Springville. And look at the celebration. Let's see what they're talking about after this hot start.
Great start to the game. Great start to the game. I think we're exactly where we want to be, right? Great serving. We've got great offense right now. They're moving back just a little bit. Just remember the plan here. We got to keep them off the net, okay? As long as we keep them off the net, we're going to get some easy balls. Really great defense out there. Proud of you guys, okay? Hey, let's go. Team on 3, 1, 2, 3. Go get them.
Coach is proud of the start, and a lot of things working in their favor early on.
He mentioned great defense. They are being scrappy, picking up everything that Burlington Notre Dame is putting over. And you heard their strategy. They're trying to keep the Burlington Notre Dame hitters far off the net. They feel they have a better chance to defend if they can keep Burlington Notre Dame farther back. It makes sense.
7-1 and the serve. A good serve by number 7, Nia Howard, the 5'6" junior setter. That's down for another kill. And the celebration continues for Springville.
Good swing. Burlington Notre Dame was right there on defense. Just slipped right through her hands. There's a couple of just kind of miscues, mistakes that normally probably wouldn't happen. And again, I think they're going to settle down, but for now, they just need to get a side out.
Quick set middle. Burlington Notre Dame on the back row swing. And that'll drop down for point number 2. 8-2. First set, play to 25, win by 2.
Back row swing there from Gabby Deary. She's an outside hitter now when she moves to the front row, but she plays middle back, and she has a strong attack when she's from the back row.
Pushing it, trying to tool it out of bounds off the hands of the block. Good pass. Here's the set. Near side swing off the hands. The resilient defense of the Orioles continue. Great rally. And Burlington Notre Dame with the point.
That's what we want to see. Back and forth, covering your hitters, keeping that ball alive. But a solid block there from Burlington Notre Dame to finish the point.
Got to chip away at this deficit if you're the Nikes. An attack air, and now trailed just by 4. There's a whole lot of volleyball left to be played here in this first set alone. Even if you lose the first set, there's a whole lot of volleyball left in tonight's match.
Absolutely. The tide can change very quickly. We played a 25, you got to win by 2. A lot of volleyball.
Pushing it out of bounds on the attack air, and the side out to the Orioles. A lot of good ideas, but just the execution has not been where it needs to be if you want to win a title.
Right. They're seeing the court, they're seeing openings. Now execute.
Good swing, and that's down for a point. 9-5 now. Deary, a talented attacker.
Deary is their kills leader on the season. I think we're going to be saying her name quite often tonight. That swing high off the hands of the Springville blockers.
Have to push it over, and it's out of bounds on the call. I think it was close. Let's go to our replay. We got many cameras here. Ooh, right there.
It looks close. It's hard from the angle on that replay. We're on the opposite side, but it was close. We'll trust that line, Judge.
Down the line for the kill. That's a no-doubter. And the first to double digits here in the first set are the Orioles of Springville. Big smile and celebration as everyone seems to be dialed in if you're wearing that Springville uniform.
They are clicking well as a team right now.
Whistle stops the play. Springville gets the point.
Illegal attack.
Illegal attack is the official call charged against the Nikes.
So the Burlington Notre Dame setter, number 12, is back row right now. That ball was sailing over the net. She tried to save it, but when she touched it, it went over. Ref called a back row attack. They were able to respond, though, very well.
Deary racks up another one. Beth, she already has 3 kills. 3 of the 7 points going to Gabby Deary.
They are wanting to get a lot of production out of her. I think they're going to move her around a lot on the court. Like we said, she plays outside, but I think we're going to see her swing from the middle, from the right side, depending on where she is in serve receive. Springville able to respond, though. That's what we've seen. Burlington Notre Dame might side out, but Springville's going to counter right away.
I'm just surprised because Burlington Notre Dame, they seem like the shell-shocked, not prepared right out of the gates. And they're the defending champs that returned 6 starters.
Yep.
They've been here.
Yep, they have been here. And that's why I think we might see some of this change a little bit, but so impressed with Springville coming out so strong. And they're hoping to continue that. No let up.
It's one thing to get a lead. It's another to protect the lead and to finish. We're about the halfway point of the opening set. Another right idea, just sails on her a little bit as that golden corner you've talked about was wide open.
It was wide open, just a little bit wide, but I love the idea. And good job from Springville to set it up, even though they're out of system. That was 7, their setter being able to attack it there, trying for that corner.
Back set. Caught him off guard. Good execution and timing. That's not an easy play.
It is not. Springville, Nia Howard, quality setter, able to set it right behind her head so quickly, and the good connection there with her middle behind the back.
That's more like it for Burlington Notre Dame as Megan Harrell, the senior, with the kill. Coach looking on. That's Mike Davis, and Beth, talk about what he's been able to do at Burlington Notre Dame in a relatively short period.
A very short period. So this is Mike Davis' second year head coach at Burlington Notre Dame. Last year, won the state championship. This year, back in the state finals. He is trying to go 2 for 2 in state championships in his 2 years as a head coach. Wow.
Mike Davis leading the way for Burlington Notre Dame. Claude Howard Jr. leading the way for Springville, their head coach. The point to Springville, 2 contacts, illegal lift charged against Burlington Notre Dame, and it's now a 5-point advantage. Springville has not trailed in this opening set. Now 5 points, that's not a lot. It's not a huge lead. But if Burlington is not able to make a run, you can't go point for point down the stretch here as the first set closes out.
Exactly. They need to put together a few points in a row. And
There's
here
2.
they've got it started. There's 2.
Number 12,
Both coaches have 2 timeouts, except for the fact that Burlington Notre Dame, Mike Davis has used 1 early on in this set. Keep an eye on strategy and how they choose to use them. Pushing it to the outside, denied at the net. What a scrappy play! And we play on. Back row swing, and it ricochets back over to Burlington Notre Dame. Another up. Bodies flying all over on both sides of the net. That's the one. That one has to feel good for Burlington Notre Dame to finally get that one down.
A great swing to finish that long rally. What defense on both sides. So fun to see that.
Let's go inside the Burlington Notre Dame huddle. They pulled within 2 now.
Find her and make her cut it back into the court. All right, just take her nose this way, okay? All right. Hey, we waved the storm. We just got to be crisper. That ball, 4 times we played defense and we got the point. Keep playing defense. Keep playing defense. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, night.
Gotta play defense. You play defense. That's over half the sport of volleyball is defense.
It is. It is fundamental to the game. You have to play defense first. You can have all the offensive weapons, but if you can't get that ball up, if you can't keep it alive, not going to happen. Play defense.
We had a feeling Burlington Notre Dame would come back. But just as they do, Springville gets a much-needed side out in point. They lead by 3, and they send the talented Nia Howard, their setter, back to serve. Here's the set. And that one gets through. Quick side out. And the Nikes are in business. Let's look at the replay here.
She was a little off balance, but able to work with that set. Tips it right over the block. Springville defenders are farther back, not able to pick it up.
Off the hands and down for another point.
Springville is getting touches on almost everything, which is fun to see.
Because even if you don't get the full up and the perfect pass, it just says a lot about their character and their chances here, quite frankly.
It does. It sounds odd, but it feels better when you get a touch, when you get 1 or 2, and maybe don't get it all the way over, but it's better than a straight to the floor kill. It just feels better, even though a point is a point.
We're all tied up at 16, an attack air, and would you believe it? Down big, and Storing back to take their first lead up 17-16. Momentum in favor of Burlington Notre Dame, the defending champs. Another one, add it to the tally.
Strong double block from Burlington Notre Dame. We're gonna look at the replay here. That right side for Burlington Notre Dame moving out. She saw it was an outside hit, just closes down that line.
If the line is not an option, That really helps out the defense because everything else can funnel. And back row can play defensive. All right, that was needed. Springville stops it with a Kennedy Breitfelder kill. Here's the replay of the junior outside hitter's point. Her third of the night. Near side attack blocked, but it goes out of bounds. The point to Burlington Notre Dame. Great swing by Gabby Deary. 6 kills now.
6 kills and using the hands of the blockers there, tooling it out of bounds.
The libero Ava Parkins serving, and a point to Burlington Notre Dame. All right, now leading by 3 and only 5 points away from taking this opening set. 20-17 our score.
A really critical point here this late in the set.
Class 1A championship match. And there's a point. And really going to, when you need a point, Lauren Wilson has been strong all year long. 234 kills. That's the most on the team. Hey, we need a point. We need a side out. Where's my teammate Lauren at?
Absolutely. She's a senior. Good experience. And there we see her put up a solid block. Do it on offense, follow it up with defense. Great job, Lauren.
All right, a standout volleyball player in your own right. Blocking or getting the kill. She did both back-to-back. Which feels better? What's more fun? The denial or the punishing kill?
For me, I always love the block, the denial. Someone who is attacking at you, giving it their all in a swing, and you put up the big solid block and shut them down. That was my favorite. I know some people would prefer the attack. Those are great too.
Well, she gets a kill there. I don't know. That wasn't the big slamming kill down the line, but it still counts, and it still pulls her team to a 20-20 tie.
Tied at 20. This is a battle in set 1.
Hopefully this is an indication of what is to come for the rest of this 1A championship. Good effort, but running out of real estate near the media bench. And the Nikes lead 21-20.
Good pursuit there. She ran out of space, but I like the effort and the hustle to try to run it down.
Taryn Stevens to serve. Stevens, just a sophomore. What a cut. Slice that one, cut it back, and nobody was home defensively.
It's a good adjustment. She saw that blocker right in front of her. Maybe the timing was a little off, but a great tip to make up for it.
Good idea, trying to cut it to the other sideline, but just blasted it too far. And it's now 22-21 on that hitting air. Could the Orioles serve out here? Don't want to give the ball back to Burlington Notre Dame. They do not right there. A lift called, and calling the second timeout as you see the replay. 23-21. Let's listen in to the Springville huddle on the cusp of this first set win.
Starts with our serve, right? We're going to have a great serve here. We got to play some good defense. You guys are doing an awesome job taking care of number 11, getting those hands up. Let's get another big block on defense here and a nice hard swing, okay? We are going to do this. Believe in yourselves. I believe in you. Here you go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Belief, serving, defense. Yeah, those 3 things are very important if they want to close this thing out here.
Very important. I love it. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Good encouragement from coach, and now they need to put it into action. Start with a great serve, he said.
Claude Howard Jr., 8-year coaching at this school. Over 250 wins. And it does all start with the serve. A service ace. Wow, and that brings up set point for Springville. Another good serve. Close to the net, Cedar dump. Burlington Notre Dame with options, gets it denied. Gonna try again. Springville to the outside this time. Blocked down, but it's out of bounds. The hot start, and then climbing back in to win it, 25-21. That was a doozy. That was a fun one. Let's see how the Nikes of Burlington Notre Dame respond in the second set. We'll be back with more from Cedar Rapids in the Alliant Energy Powerhouse Class 1A Championship match.
Weather extremes across Iowa have grown in both scope and intensity. Aging infrastructure, coupled with limited financial resources, have crippled more than one town's ability to respond to prolonged drought. Several Iowa towns have watched their rural way of life dry up along with the opportunities that go with it. But some struggling communities are coming together to confront climate change and preserve their heritage and way of life.
Coming to Iowa PBS November 24th.
Make Wednesday night on PBS your destination for exploration, beginning with nature.
Across the Rockies, families are taking their first steps into the world.
Followed by Nova, Universe Revealed.
I think the big question on everyone's mind really is, are we alone?
And Secrets of the Dead.
You don't hear the word Hindenburg without thinking disaster.
Nature, Nova, and Secrets of the Dead.
Tune in or stream Wednesday at 7 p.m.
See more of Iowa PBS online. Follow Iowa PBS on Instagram. Connect with us on all our social networks at iowapbs.org/social.
Your favorite member benefit is getting better and bigger. Over the next year, Passport is adding new shows and doubling the number of episodes. Stream on any device with Passport on the PBS Video app.
Welcome back, everyone. Springville 25, Burlington Notre Dame 21. One set done. Still a lot more volleyball left to be played here in this 1A championship final. She's Beth West, I'm Eric Braley, and Burlington Notre Dame played well, but I think there's room for potentially better volleyball here in set two.
Absolutely. Burlington Notre Dame, I think, was just getting settled into that first set. They made some probably uncharacteristic mistakes, but credit to Springville. They came out with energy and excitement. They played great defense. They just didn't let the ball die. It was fun to watch.
Let's take a look at the highlights from that first set. A red-hot start for Springville right out of the gates. Then Burlington Notre Dame started cooking. They actually pulled ahead and got the lead back. And then it went right down to the very wire, the very end, and that's when Springville stepped on the gas, the accelerator, and finished for the victory.
They did. It was back and forth. It did kind of feel like a roller coaster, an exciting and fun roller coaster. I liked it. And we'll see how they come out in set two here.
4 more kills for Springville, 6 more digs.
All right, we're ready for set
1 more block for Notre Dame, and service aces were equal. Clean slate right now.
Nike fans, are you ready?
0-0 as we head to the second set.
Serving for the Nikes, number 3, Josie Bentz.
Here's Bentz. There's Josie Bentz, the senior, and Jenna Bentz, the senior setter. Not a must-win scenario for Burlington Notre Dame, but they would love to even out this series and not drop down 2-0. But just like in set 1, the first point goes to Springville. Here's a good look of this replay.
Double block up for Springville. Burlington Notre Dame attack right into their hands. Wanted to see Gabby Deary swing high. I know she's able to do that.
1-1.
With the kill, back to serve.
Perfect set. And the really good job of disguising what she was going to do on that attack there.
She did a good tip right over the blockers. The libero was there, but not able to pick it up. It was such a shallow, short tip.
The middle was open. Harold with the kill. Megan Harold, the senior 5'10" middle hitter. Good solid play out of the senior, who had a total of 119 kills this season. Love the hustle. Free ball over the net though. And Notre Dame gets it back. Close to the net, off the hands. Great rally. Tip, but stealth back. Kennedy Breitfelder, the junior, 5'9" outside hitter, denies this attack.
Good timing from the Springville block right there.
It's almost like Springville has a competition of who can celebrate more after each point. Like the energy they have after they score a point. They're just jumping up and down, and I think it's infectious. And I think it just is one of the reasons why they are such a scrappy team.
I completely agree. It is contagious throughout their team. Their bench gets into it. It's not just the 6 who are on the court. They are a true team, and they all are celebrating each other when they get points.
Looking to celebrate soon as the Nikes have the 3-2 lead. Denied, and there's some celebration again for Burlington Notre Dame. Here's the block, and this is textbook.
2 double blockers, 4 solid arms, press strong over the net. It's tough to get through in that situation, trying to go around, trying to go over top, but great block by Burlington Notre Dame.
Attack sails long, and the run continues. Burlington Notre Dame said, okay, that first one, you won it, but now we're going to take this thing over here. On pace to try and make a statement. The reigning champs. Only losses this year: Waverly, Shellrock, Bondurant, Farrar, Wilton, Xavier, North Scott, Dyke New Hartford, and West Liberty. All schools larger than their Class 1A ranking. They have not lost to a 1A school this year. Side out, and the strong serve. Service ace, second of the night.
Very strong serve, trying to keep Burlington Notre Dame off balance, trying to keep them out of system. And hey, throw in an ace every now and then too, that helps.
Unable to back it up, that one goes directly into the net for a service error, and Burlington Notre Dame now with the ball in the 2-point lead. Congratulations to the previous champions that have been crowned today. Pleasant Valley over Cedar Falls in 3 sets in Class 5A. Western Dubuque over Waverly in 3 sets in 4A. West Delaware over West Liberty in 3A in 4 sets. And in 2A, it was Dyke New Hartford staying perfect at the state tournament, defending their state title over Western Christian Wolfpack, 3 sets to none. A big ace serve, and now the Nikes have doubled up the Orioles. Gabby Deary brings so much to this team. There's the pass, set her dunk. Orioles were expecting it. But good to mix that in. A point for Springville.
Quick attack, a little tight to the net there, not a lot of space to work with. And Springville able to smother that ball with their block.
Quick set middle, that time works to perfection. Number 32, Lily Clark. Lily Clark, just a junior, a 400 kill efficiency on the season.
400.
Very effective. And why
job.
do the middles usually have maybe a higher attack percentage than a right side or an outside sometimes?
I would say probably that quicker connection. For the most part, you're trying to catch the blockers off guard a little bit more.
Aren't set up.
Potentially, exactly, yep.
And right now a 9-7 second set. And to serve is Megan Harrell. You get the kill, and now it's time to go behind the service line. Sending it over again. These setters are active on the offensive. They're both threats offensively. It sails deep and out of bounds. Another point for Burlington Notre Dame. Here's the replay.
Right idea, trying that line. The blockers weren't all the way set up. Just a little bit long on the swing from Springville.
Missing contact there. An attack air wide. And the Nikes leading by 4. This feels more like the team we expected to see here, defending champions. Reading that setter's dump. Now she'll swing away. Getting charged for the illegal attack, and she's going to talk with the official just to make sure.
I believe the call was that the libero took the ball with her hands in front of the 10-foot line, and then an attacker attacked it. So originally, I think Springville thought they were calling a back row attack on the setter. That's not true. The setter is front row. That part's okay. I think it was taking the ball with her hands and setting from the libero.
Let's go inside the Burlington Notre Dame huddle as they lead by 5, 12-7.
We ride you guys, okay? It's been tough so far, okay? But we're not changing anything, okay? We're not changing anything, all right? Set everything up, swing. All right, you see the double block, try the roll shots. If not, hit high hands. That's the block. We guys got to have you guys swinging because we can't have everybody panicking that our lefts aren't working. We're fine. They made a couple good blocks. We get blocked. We block them. All right? We need you guys. Swing hard. Let's go.
I love it. Coach pulls 2 players aside to have a little heart-to-heart as Josie Bentz, the senior outside hitter, Gabby Geary as well.
And reminding them, you're good, we're good, swing away, we've got it. We're gonna get blocked, that happens, that's the game of volleyball. Keep swinging, keep getting after it. Go high hands, work around it. Good encouragement to his outsides.
And that's the thing in life. I mean, you're not going to be successful in everything you do every single time you do it.
Absolutely.
So how do you respond when things don't go your way? Like losing the opening set or getting blocked a couple times.
Yep.
Your goals are still in front of you. An attack there, just a hair long. And that's a much-needed point for the Orioles, who called the timeout. Here's the replay. And Coach all over that call right there. To serve, Megan Nahazel, the senior DS, steady all year long for them in the back row. Smart placement down the line. It was open. Nice execution.
Nice swing from number 3, Josie. Burlington Notre Dame going right down the line. It's open from a blocking standpoint, and she went high, right? She didn't go into the block, so a good high swing down the line for a point.
And remember, Josie Bentz, she was one of the 2 players pulled aside by the coach. Nice to see how she responded after those encouraging words. 13-9, but the Orioles serving. Clears the net. Little change on the approach, and that got her a little out of whack, and the attack air gives Orioles their 10th point of the second set here. Good pass. Quick set, middle, kill. You get a good pass, you get a good set, you get a quick kill like that.
That's how you want it. Bump set spike right to your middle. Textbook volleyball, right?
And now Bentz to serve.
Easier said than done most of the time. They make it look easy. These are good volleyball players.
An attack air. And the Orioles are within 3. Substitution in their rotation. And into the front row is Lauren Wilson. Keep an eye on her. And number 48, Grace Mattis, serving. That's a tough play for the setter as the pass real tight to the net. Hammer time. Gabby Deary having herself a night. 7 kills so far in this match.
She starts it with a strong approach, has great footwork, and able to get her feet under the ball and take a really good swing there cross court for Burlington Notre Dame.
Mistiming of the jump and the set connection, an easy block for the Nikes, now leading by 5 with the serve. Again, halfway point or right around there of this second set. Smoke that one down for a big kill.
Starts with a very nice jump set from Mia Howard of Springville, and then finished with a great line swing there from Lauren Wilson.
Wilson with 8 kills on the evening. Spreading it around, and that's Megan Harrell. Number 4 now has 5 kills. Harrell, the senior middle hitter.
Springville block was a little late getting up on that, and Harrell takes advantage of it.
Burlington Notre Dame seniors Josie Benson, Katie Stevens were all tournament team selections last season. Stevens named all tournament team captain. Bentz averages 3.2 kills a set, or twin sister Jenna Bentz, 8.9 assists, ranked 2nd among 1A state qualifiers. You throw in Ava Parkins, averaging 4 digs per set. And that's a lot of weapons on this 1A squad. Good job to change her footwork as the set was a bit different than what she expected. The back row. Mattis couldn't get there, and the kill by Gabby Deary. Let's see what Gabby does.
She is working hard. That's what she's doing. She picked up that dig, and then she had to transition really quickly. Took a bump set from her libero and puts it away.
Burlington Notre Dame on the left of your TV screen. The Orioles of Springville on the right. Little give and go. Blocked. And it lands in! Oh, my!
That gets them fired up.
The defense resulting in offense. She hit it so hard, I thought it would sail deep and out of bounds. Falls just inside for the point. Love to have that one back. Good idea, again, getting it to their setter, Nia Howard, who there's so many options when she gets a good pass her way. And she is what I would consider an offensive setter.
Yes, yes. She can attack the ball. She can tip it over on the second hit. She's doing a really good job feeding her hitters throughout the first and second set.
Look out, the Nikes have hit the 20-point mark. They're 5 points away from tying this thing up. And realizing that, Springville wants to talk things over. Here's head coach Claude Howard Jr. as Springville trails by 6.
Drive it to the side a little bit. You're leaving that area.
Hey. Yep, absolutely. Jump and press on the block. We're still getting some good touches, but they're winning that battle right there. They're also winning the serve receive battle right now. Not that we're passing bad, but they're getting those 1-and-1. So we got to get on some runs, okay? Get that ball up and put it down. We got to get some runs right here. This is the time to drive it right now. Here you go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Needing to talk things over, trying to change the momentum that is in favor of their opponent, Burlington Notre Dame. But even if they don't win this, you don't want to get blown out here heading into the third set tied 1-1.
Right. Momentum can carry from one set to the next. So you're right, regardless of how this set 2 ends, both teams are really wanting to take that momentum into 3.
Springville would love to go up 2 sets to none. Lily Clark with the kill, the junior 5'11" middle hitter. Clark had 158 kills, a 401 kill efficiency on the season, almost a service ace. And now the free ball back to Springville. Quick set middle, textbook point, a couple straight points since that timeout.
You talked about it, when Springville can get a pass, Howard delivers directly to her middle, and then a great job cutting around the block.
Return for the point. That's Josie Bentz, number 3. She flies high. Splits the defenders for her 4th kill. 4 points away now are Burlington Notre Dame from winning the 2nd set. That antenna's waving. That means the ball touched it. That means it's out of bounds. That means the Nikes get the point.
Sometimes that set gets so far outside the net, it's really hard to cut it back so sharp and right into the antenna.
Trying to push it offensively to the other sideline.
If that would have worked, that would have been quite.
I was like, is that just a bad set, or was that an actual offensive?
Yeah, that was on purpose and a good idea, just really close to the line there.
And rattling off some points here as we go down the final stretch. It's now an 8-point lead, and it's set point for Burlington Notre Dame. Wow. Trying to finish strong. The Nikes. Roll shot. Orioles outside into the net. 25-16 is your final. Great response from Burlington Notre Dame here in the 2nd set.
They responded well. They picked up their hitting. Their attackers are doing a good job working around the block. They're running quick. 1-1.
We'll be right back right after this for the 1A championship match here from Cedar Rapids on Iowa PBS.
Thanks to their efforts, we'll keep things rolling. The best journalism is that which builds communities.
We're on deadline, ready to put it on the page.
I get real uptight about deadlines. Son Tom Cullen, our reporter, lives the job.
We've always operated at the break-even point.
$7.
The newspaper not being around terrifies me.
Readers decide our future, not any branch of government.
Coming to Iowa PBS November 15th.
This concert firmly set New York City on course to become the diverse and vibrant center for the arts it is today.
Martin Scorsese tells the story of a performance that made history, and after nearly 200 years is recreated.
This place is just breathing stories and lives long forgotten.
The Oratorio, a documentary with Martin Scorsese.
Tune in or stream Friday at 8:30 p.m.
Coming to Iowa PBS, a journey inside the historic buildings of Iowa's first capital, Iowa City. Stories of culture, history, and gridiron grandeur intertwined with the structures that still remain. Join us for an unparalleled tour of awe-inspiring architecture and soaring aerial perspectives. Historic Buildings of Iowa, Iowa City, only on Iowa PBS.
Coming November 29th.
Burlington Notre Dame did not want to drop 0-2. So what did they do? They went out, they responded, and they played a whole lot better than they did in that first set.
They improved a lot. You are right. Their offense really picked up. They limited some of those unforced errors. They were swinging hard, swinging high. And when your offense is clicking, it turns into a set win for Burlington Notre Dame.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the second set. Springville had some good performance, but Burlington Notre Dame They were out to make a statement and say this is not going to be a quick sweep. They are here to defend their Class 1A title. Multiple players getting involved. You can see attacking, getting the block, going line, going cross court on the attack. And here's what the stats look like. As expected, pretty close to even, as we're even 1 set to 1 set.
Very even. It's hard to pull out anything from these stats to key in on, but you're right. It was kind of a tale of 2 sets. Springville coming out really strong in set 1. Burlington, Notre Dame responding, playing well in set 2. Who's it going to be in set 3?
Let's find out. Very entertaining day here on Iowa PBS with the state volleyball championships. 5 classes, and we're down to Class 1A, the final championship. There's a look at the replay. 25-21, Springville won in the first. 25-16, Burlington Notre Dame won the second one. We're tied 1-1 in sets 1. We're tied 1-1 here in set 3. A look at how these teams got to tonight's championship match. Burlington Notre Dame defeated number 8 Tri-Center 3 sets to 1. Tri-Center finished their year 27-11. Then Burlington Notre Dame defeated Holy Trinity Catholic 3 sets to 0. And for Springville, they were the number 3 seed heading in. They defeated Gladbrook Rhinebeck, who last year had a tremendous season getting to the championship match. And then Springfield defeated North Tama, the number 7 seed, 3 sets to 0. Other teams who qualified for state: Burlington Notre Dame, Tri-Center, Holy Trinity Catholic, Janesville, Galen Catholic, North Tama, Springville, and Gladbrook Rhinebeck here, all in Class 1A. 2-2. Grace Mattis serving. And the point to Burlington Notre Dame.
Good high swing off the block, some miscommunication there on the Springville side. But back and forth here to start set 3.
You would think there'd be more miscommunication when balls are hit directly between 2 teammates on, because it's a split-second decision and it's a split-second communication of who's going to take it.
It is such a fast-paced game, and you're right. There are so many decisions, split-second decisions in the game of volleyball. And that really comes down to just playing with your team, getting experience, knowing in situations who is going to take it, and then communicating. You got to say something. You got to provide some sort of signal. There's a lot of communication in volleyball, quick communication.
She's Beth West. I'm Eric Braley, welcoming you to the 1A championship match here on Iowa PBS. We've been doing it for many, many years here on Iowa PBS. And it's not just volleyball, it's all the sports. We hope you're enjoying it. What a big time play there, as that is the 10th kill. 10 kills already for Lauren Wilson.
Lauren Wilson doing a great job tonight. That was a powerful swing down the line. There was just one blocker up. Way to put it away for Springville.
Wilson with 10, and on the other side, Gabby Geary, number 11, has 11 kills. So yes, there's other players doing a lot of great things, but those 2 seem to be the go-to offensive weapons so far in this championship match.
And it's nice to have a go-to. It's nice to have someone you can rely on for a kill. But you're right, the setters are spreading it apart, and it's good to have multiple, right? Always good to have options.
A service ace. That ball hung on the top of the net. Couldn't decide what it wanted to do, and then it just dropped. Taryn Stevens dials up her first service 8 of the night. It's the 3rd service ace that the Nikes have dialed up. Good push. The open donut there, the hole in the defense. And Burlington Notre Dame again making a statement, now leading by 5.
Right in the middle, Springville playing that perimeter defense. They have 2 players on the wings and 1 deep and right in the middle.
Megan Harrell with 7 kills. A little disarray on the side of Springville, but they get a good attack out of it. Oh, just long. Another wonderful idea, kind of that flat-footed hit to the corner. Yep.
They keep thinking it's gonna hit that back line, and one of these it will, but that one was long.
Quick set middle, denied. Timing off a bit, the block was there, and it's a 7-point lead. That's a huge advantage for Burlington Notre Dame here in this 3rd set. Let's see what they're talking about. Is there going to be a side conversation like last time, or is coach going to talk to the whole team?
Let's run Texas, okay? Hey, let's run Texas, all right? Yep, and if I yell Iowa, we go back regular, okay?
Hey, Gabs, if he yells Iowa, we're going back to regular.
And Iowa's the code word to go back regular, okay? Let's go.
Head coach / athletic trainer / cheerleader. I also like he communicates to his student athlete leaders to communicate to the team as well.
Exactly. He tells one the play. He says, spread it around. Texas, Iowa, I'm not sure what those are. I'm excited to see what plays he's talking about, what they're going to run. First, they got to have an aggressive serve here and play defense, and then we'll see if they run either of those.
It just goes out of bounds. That's the attack. That's exactly what Springville wanted, to get the side out, but little misexecution, and this great serving run continues for Taryn Stevens. Feels like she's been back there a while. Denied, blocked back, and it goes off the Orioles. Let's see this from a different perspective.
A good approach from Wilson on the Springville side. She gives it a powerful swing, but the Nike block is sitting and waiting. They do a good job of getting a double up on her.
Through the hands. I mean, this is a back row attack that sails long, but a 9-point lead, that's a big, sizable lead, and it's going to take a lot for Springville, a lot of effort just to try and tie this thing up here.
Yep, they got to string together a few points at a time here. Good effort.
Ball popped over with that one-handed save. How about you do it again? Good communication. Who's going to take it? Back set on the slide, blocked, and just sitting there, just waiting for it. It was Burlington Notre Dame, hoping that they'd do that slide because they were set up defensively with the brick wall.
They were ready. Double block. The set was inside, and so the blockers didn't have to move too much. Maybe they'll run that slide for Springville a little wider, give them more space.
A service ace, and everything is working for Burlington Notre Dame. That's the 2nd of the night for Gabby Deary. So number 11, she has 11 kills. She has 2 aces, doing a lot right now. And her out to being the captain of the all-tournament team with this performance. Here's our net camera showing you the joust. And for my money, Nia Howard is one of the best, if not the best, setter in Class 1A.
She does a great job. She's quick, she sees the court well. She's able to dish it out to her hitters. But then she also calls her own number, right? She sees the court and she knows when she can take it over and wins jousts.
Yeah, she's truly the extension of their coach, too. You can just tell she's that leader, that go-to, commanding on the court. 5 kills now for number 3, Josie Bentz, the senior outside hitter. And a serve coming from Megan Harold, a senior. All popped up and got through. I'm surprised. It didn't look like much room for Molly Stamp to knock that one through.
Right between the hands of the blocker. So normally when you're going between the hands, sometimes you can get right into the meat of the block, but able to swing hard through the goal post, I guess we could say.
It's good. 15-7, play to 25, win by 2. Burlington Notre Dame has been in control. But Springville, who won the first set 25-21, is making a bit of a run here. Blocked, and 4 contacts the call. Big play by Abby Horstian. Josie Bentz controlling the net up there with her teammates. And here's Jenna Bentz. Back row swing, denied. 17-7, a double-digit lead for Burlington Notre Dame.
They are cruising pretty well right now. They're connecting as a team, really hitting on all cylinders, and they just want to keep this run up, right? Burlington Notre Dame would love to get set 3 to go up 2-1.
The overpass. Ball tipped down. Controlling the net there, number 32, Lily Clark. Clark now with 7 kills, trailing her teammate Lauren Wilson, who has 10. They're a big 1-2 punch in that front line. Someone's in the net, and it's against Burlington Notre Dame.
Net violation, Nikes, point, Orioles.
A lot of coaching from Mike Davis on the sideline, and on the other bench looking on is Claude Howard Jr. That one's out, and look out, now what was a double-digit lead has shrunk to 7 as number 7, Nia Howard, to serve.
That's exactly what Springville wants to do. String together a few points, get some momentum, get some energy. There's another.
Well, they were not expecting her to send it over, as Lily Clark has been a difference maker here in the last minute or two.
Kill for 32, Lily Clark.
She's just being active at the net, controlling the net, being strong, not letting anything get through her. Overpasses, blocks, she's just being aware.
The side out makes it 18-11. Josie Bentz with her 6th kill. Superintendent Lynn Devaney and Athletic Director Jackson Culp loving what head coach Mike Davis has done in just his 2nd year leading Burlington Notre Dame here in Class 1A. Year 1, championship. Year 2, playing for a championship again right now. Block, point, guess who? Lily Clark.
She is coming on strong right now. Just doing a good job at the net for Springville.
So it's a 6-point advantage. Springville's libero to serve. It's number 48, Grace Mattis. Point, Burlington Notre Dame. They got it through the block, but a lift call.
Got through the block, kind of dribbles down the front there. It's always a good indicator that you really want to press strong. Don't have your hands moving back and forth when you're a blocker. Really press and hold strong.
Orioles get the point. We've talked a lot about their attackers, but their libero, Grace Mattis, will finish her volleyball career as the school's record holder in digs, which is quite an accomplishment anytime you're a school record holder. Howard saves it from hitting the court. And does that work? How does that play work? The element of surprise.
The right spot at the right time. The middle decided not to go up for the block for Burlington Notre Dame, and it kind of left a little hole there right in the middle. Good tip.
Let's
Springville
listen
will take it.
to Springville talk things over strategy-wise.
The net up there. Keep swinging hard when we're out there. Let's go. We can work. We can work with this. Don't give up, right? Here we go. We can get this set. Let's own it right now. Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
So Springville around the Cedar Rapids area and Burlington, Notre Dame. If I were to draw the map of Iowa, it's down kind of in that little corner on that kind of the boot, the very bottom there. And these two schools did not play during the regular season. Springville of the Tri-Rivers Conference, the West Division, and the conference for Burlington, Notre Dame, the SEISC South Division. All on the line as we're tied 1 set each.
Number 9, Terrence Stevens.
It was actually interesting. Burlington, Notre Dame, and Holy Trinity. So the semifinal match, I believe, both from the same conference. So that's a strong conference if you have 2 teams in your conference in the semis of the state tournament.
No doubt about it. Great competition there. Did that one go down? Yes, it did.
Good connection, good timing between Springville's setter and their middle, number 17. Good job using the block as well, powering it through.
Stamp has had a nice night. 3 kills, but has been steady with that block. Quickly returned, it's Gabby Deary.
That time she was able to go over top. And I know we've been saying her name a lot, and that's for a reason. She's a really good player.
21-15, played at 25, win by 2. Gabby Deary is now in the back row. Did not see that coming at all. She disguised it. So athletic, pretends like she's going up to set it to her teammate, instead pushes it over the net for a kill. But a service error gives the point to the Nikes, now 22-16. Nia Howard, so athletic. In her peripheral vision to see the court.
Exactly, the vision I think is so impressive. To know where the defenders are on the other side of the net while still keeping that vision and perspective on your side, and then being able to make the decision. Do I set a hitter? Do I take it over? What is the block gonna do? Again, all those split-second decisions in the game of volleyball.
22-17, blocked and out of bounds. So last touch by Springville. The Nikes now need just 2 more points with Jenna Benz serving. To the front row comes Maisie Belger, the 5'10" senior right side hitter. Beth West, Eric Braley on the call for the 1A title here on Iowa PBS. Springville won the first set 25-21. Burlington Notre Dame won the second set 25-16. And it's now 23-18 as we look at the replay.
For the Orioles, number 7, Nia Howard.
A powerful swing, again, able to get through the blocker's hands, runs down the front. Some of those, it's hard to tell as a spectator whose side did it land on.
Orioles.
And she was a little bit off the net on her approach there. Down, but not out of Springville. They have the serve. Almost a service ace. Free ball over the net. Good pass. Tip. Springville wants to go near side. And it's in! Wow!
Number 21, Breitfelder.
Good
Kennedy Breitfelder.
Good pickup on defense. The libero sets it up to the right side, and that lefty swing. Awesome.
Well, regardless, Springville has cut that deficit down, and they want to clearly win this thing, but if they don't, It is much better than a lopsided double-digit loss. Feeling really good, playing some good volleyball.
It is good volleyball. Picking it back up.
So it's set point now as Jenna Bentz, the setter, gets her first kill of the evening. Big swing, big point, big celebration for Breitfelder.
Great swings at the end of this set. Wanting to keep those going. Springville's not going to roll over just yet. They've got fight left in them.
That's what helped get them to this championship match. Still set points for Burlington Notre Dame. There it is, 25-21. The same score we saw in the first set, but this time it's Burlington Notre Dame winning. And Burlington Notre Dame has won set 2 and set 3. We go to the fourth set of this 1A championship match. Back with more from the Alliant Energy Powerhouse Arena. This is Iowa PBS.
On the Mallorca Files.
Just get carried away sometimes.
An opera singer is murdered.
The knife penetrated the voice box. Ironic, no?
Max and Miranda think the victim's fortune was a motive.
As his widow, you now inherit everything.
But there were no witnesses.
Over 100 people had the opportunity to murder Castagna.
So they'll have to get creative to find answers.
Yeehaw!
The Mallorca Files.
Tune in or stream Saturday at 10 p.m.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
They are the sacred sextet of silliness.
Polyperiod, wake up!
Join some of the great comic influencers of our time to celebrate Monty Python's best bits.
Coming to Iowa PBS November 20th.
Stream the best of PBS on any device with the PBS Video app. All your favorite drama, history, science, news, and documentaries, all in one place. Watch your PBS station live or catch up on the shows you missed. Discover new favorites from PBS and locally produced shows from your station.
Big win for Burlington Notre Dame. They now lead the series 2-1. We didn't know right till the finish as Springville gave them all they had and more. Beth, what are you thinking as we go in? It's a must win now for Springville.
It is a must win. This is set 4. They're down 1-2, and they really want to get that excitement, that fire, that energy back, and really have their scrappy defense. We know they can play outright scrappy defense, and that's what we want to see from Springville to stay alive. And from Burlington Notre Dame, they just want to keep going. They are attacking very well. They're defending well. So let's see who can do it in set 4 here.
Before we start, we'll show you some of the highlights from the past set. As it was Springville getting a nice start, then Burlington Notre Dame surged ahead. And then Springville closed the gap before the finishing touch by Burlington Notre Dame in the third set.
For a while there, it looked like Burlington Notre Dame was just going to run away with it. They were really playing well. Springville, should we say, woke up a little bit, and they really made a push there at the end, put some momentum now going into set 4.
There you see the stats pretty evenly matched, even though Burlington Notre Dame has the lead 2-1. A long, entertaining day here from Cedar Rapids, Iowa in the championship Thursday. Huge shout out to Iowa PBS, a large crew that they just know one level of doing things, and it's the highest possible level, from working in our production truck to running cameras, graphics, audio, replay, everything. We just feel blessed to be part of the production and making memories and helping bring you the sights and sounds from this championship day in Cedar Rapids. That's a fadeaway cutting it off the hands and getting the point. You don't see that type of execution and result too often.
You don't. A good swing, way to stick with it, not give up. All she had was that sharp angle. A blocker ended up going up, so it ricocheted off her hands, but way to stick with it.
The tip right on that far sideline as she gets another kill, sitting on 13 now, as her teammate Megan Harrell will serve.
Sometimes it's placement over power, right?
And she's mixed in more of those tips as the block and the defense has adapted to those big, powerful attacks she's brought. Antennas waving, ball hit out of bounds, tied it to a piece.
Substitution for Burlington, Notre Dame, number 9.
Substitution as Taryn Stevens, the sophomore, comes in to serve. And for Springville, Kelsey Clothier in. She's only played in 30 sets in the regular season, but trying to mix things up maybe a little bit here with strategy. Attack goes long, and the attack air gives the point to the Nikes. We saw Burlington Notre Dame in this rotation with Taryn Stevens serving go on a big run last set. Not this time. But I think that's one thing, when you are facing and if you acknowledge, oh yeah, this rotation is when they poured it on and got a big run, let's get a side out as quickly as possible.
Exactly, extra motivation to get that side out, stop the run, and put yourself back in the driver's wheel.
The swing lands in. Again, not straight up, not close to the net, kind of like a fadeaway jump shot in basketball, leaning away from the net, but the contact and placement is perfect, and 14 kills now for Miss Gabby Deary. Left-handed roll shot. Blocked, and that's your setter. Through the block, good up. Ball tip. Free ball over the net. Work in the middle, hammer time. Molly Stamp continues to emerge here in the last couple sets, now with 5 kills.
Good defense back and forth, and then a quick set in the middle on the Springville side catches Burlington Notre Dame off guard.
Deep attack, cross-court kill, attempt is out of bounds. 5-4 here. Blocked again, but it's tooled out of bounds, last touched by the Orioles' Nia Howard. So let's talk about the setter position, really known as the quarterback of the team, the extension of the coach. You have to get wherever the pass is to you. You got to get to it and decide where you're setting that time. It's a back set. You could send it over and be an offensive weapon yourself. But oh, by the way, you have to block.
Yes, absolutely. Most teams run a 5-1, so you are playing all 6 rotations. You're playing defense. You're blocking in the front row. You're right. You decide whether you want to set up your team or you want to attack it. You really have to do everything as a setter. And lead your team, right?
Let's go to the Burlington Notre Dame huddle. An early timeout.
All right. Do you guys want to end this game here? Do you want to end it here?
Yeah.
I would prefer we do, okay? Take care of the balls, please. Let's go. Be the best you can be out there. Come on.
Yeah, coach doesn't want this going 5. Anything can happen if this goes 5. Trying to end it in the 4th. I'm always interested how certain coaches use timeouts. You get 2, and it's 5-6 to use it early on. He just wanted to get the attention of his team, I think.
Exactly. Any run from Springville, he wants to stop right now. And just like he said, he wants to end it in 4.
We have not seen a championship today go 5. as it was Pleasant Valley sweeping Cedar Falls in 5A, Western Dubuque sweeping Waverly in 4A, West Delaware over West Liberty in 4 in 3A, and then a sweep Dike New Hartford over Western Christian Wolfpack in 2A. We know it's going at least 4 because we're in the 4th here, but it's a must-win for Springville.
That's a kill for number 3, Josie
A kill by Josie Bentz gets the side out, and Jenna Bentz, her sister, will serve. Nice play.
Good placement again. Down the line.
Little miscommunication on Burlington Notre Dame's net, but does not hurt them. And we play on. Now in scramble mode, getting a decent back row attack out of it. And they're going to get the point. Not pretty. There were a couple times where it got a little interesting, but they found a way to get the point.
A lot of scramble plays, a lot of out of system, a lot of just keeping it alive. But they're able to finish it for Burlington Notre Dame.
7-7. Here's number 7 with the set to the outside.
That's a kill by number 4.
Beautiful attack by Savannah Nealman. We have not called her name much here. It is her 3rd kill of the night. Nice swing and a very impressive set that traveled pretty much the width of the court.
Kill for number 3, Josie Bentz.
That time we're seeing Josie for Burlington Notre Dame swing from the right side. Normally we're seeing her on the left. So a good change of location there, and she's able to put it away. A good cross-court swing.
Burlington Notre Dame won it all last year. 2 contacts charged against them.
We were talking about setter, so as the setter, when you are back row, which she is right now for Burlington Notre Dame, having to run from the back row to the front row. And so if that pass isn't high enough, you are running so fast and then trying to stay out of the net, and there was just a double contact there.
9-9, 15 kills for Gabby Deary. 15 big kills, the most out of any player here in this 1A championship match. Free ball to Burlington Notre Dame. Setting to the outside. Roll shot over. Back row swing. Long. Coach says it's out. Everyone get away from it.
Orioles.
They do. And it's now Orioles first to double digits in this must-win 4th set.
Springville just keeping it alive. They set over a tip, but Burlington Notre Dame was out of system and just forcing an error, just staying alive.
What a play by the setter. You got to see this one again. She just sticks her paw up there, tips it, and it's right on the money for her teammate to slam it down. Wow.
One-handed save. Quick attack there from Gabby Deary, a great swing, but you're right, an even better save from the setter.
Just tried to loft it up to give her hitter, her teammate, a chance. Block, resulting in a point. Jenna Bentz proving she can do more than just swing, more than just set. And again, this is that rotation with Stevens behind the service line. And as those words come out of my mouth onto your TV screens, she delivers her 2nd service 8 of this championship match.
Do you think she heard you?
I said it pretty loud, but it's pretty loud in here.
It is loud in here. The crowd is great. The students are fired up. It's fun. Good atmosphere.
That's 5 service aces for Burlington Notre Dame tonight. That's 5 big points, and not many service errors on top of it. She continues to serve here, leading by 3. You see the focus and concentration in her eyes. Deep, it was touched though. So the point goes to Springville.
Right fielder will serve for the Orioles.
8 kills for number 21, Kennedy Breitfelder, the 5'9" junior outside hitter. Winning the battle at the net again is number 17, Molly Stamp, and number 7, Nia Howard. They aren't the biggest, but they had the angle to push that ball, win that joust.
They did. It was a tight set, and so they just had to get there, and they had to press over, and that's what they did.
Breitfelder's service air into the net. There you see the student section trying to get this thing going, potentially just 11 points away from winning the 1A title. Perfect to the outside. And that's another kill. The pass was perfect. The set was perfect. And the swing was perfect as well. Springville has to find a way to get back into this and win this match. Let's listen in to their huddle and head coach Claude Howard Jr.
If you either get it like this if you're on time. If you're not on time, drop your hands back a little bit and pop it up. Let it go up. Because right now, if we leave our hands like this, it's going to pop up and go so far back we can't get it. So try to control it a little bit. No, if you're late. No, if you're late. And just try to handle that ball.
Just trying to give ourselves an opportunity to breathe for a second, okay? Let's reset, get refocused. Let's get this ball right here, and then we're going to start our run, okay? Here we go. Team on 3, 1, 2, 3. Go get them.
Once again, fans,
they need a run. 3 points is not many, but you can't allow your opponent, Burlington Notre Dame, to go on a run.
Exactly. They want to get this next point right here for Springville. Pull it within 2. They are close. They are still in this.
Perfect pass. Burlington Notre Dame gets the swing they wanted, but it's saved by the career record holder, the school record holder, Grace Mattis. Again, the setter, Howard, with the offensive attack. Good idea. Was it touched? It was not. Attack long for Lauren Wilson. Wilson with 13 kills. Just didn't snap that one down. And now it's 16-12. Gabby Deary serving, and they aren't returning it. I don't think it was necessarily the serve as much as the miscommunication on Springville's side of the net.
Exactly, miscommunication. They got the ball up, but when your setter is running from so far, she just wasn't able to get there. Wanting another player to step in and just say, I got this. Let me take that second ball.
Here we go. Blocked at the net. To the outside. And in the net. Back row attack is the call.
It was another situation where the libero was in front of the 10-foot line using her hands, and the attacker took the ball overhead.
A costly mistake, as it now is a 6-point deficit. The overpass, the joust, kept alive. Springville. The Nikes. And what a great rally. This is some high-level volleyball between these two teams. A lot on the line here for the 1A title. And it's Burlington Notre Dame with the point. Double hit is the violation. And it's now a 7-point lead.
That was a great up on the Springville side. Scrappy defense, but Burlington Notre Dame really pulling away right now.
Service ace. And Springville, who won the first set 25-21, backs against their wall here in the 4th set. Let's listen in to the Burlington Notre Dame huddle and Coach Mike Davis.
Hey. Hey. Girls, on me, on me, on me. Okay. We side out, they serve, we go to our very best play, okay? And we get that ball right back.
Yeah.
We go back to serve. We do that every time. We go to our best play. We're not trying to trick anybody right now. We're going to do what we do. Best play. Let's go.
Well, when you have an 8-point lead, you can do that, right?
Go back to your bread and butter, your best play. Just put our 100% best play every time. Leave it all on the court.
And it's probably going to
points.
result in a point at least 50% of the time. And when you have the 8-point cushion, but they're still in the driver's seat here, serving. Side out, that's what they needed. Lauren Wilson steps up and delivers. We've seen this several times where Springville digs a hole and then battles back.
Get off the bench.
Official timeout.
Timeout, it looks like an injury.
You're going to have to sub. Hold it there.
Injury timeout.
And it looked like potentially a nose or injury with their setter, Nia Howard, which comes at a very
You got to pinch it.
unfortunate time because she just runs this offense at such a high level. 20-13 the score, trailing by 7. And 5 points away is Burlington Notre Dame from defending their state title. Not sure if it was a collision as she dove for a ball, hit the ground, but Springville, now their task is even more challenging if she has to go out for a play or two. They're going to let her stay in.
A little break in the action allows both teams to breathe. Let's see if this changes momentum at all. Glad to see that she is okay. I think it was just a bloody nose. She's going to be a champ and play on.
Burlington Notre Dame entered the Class 1A state tournament last year as the 8th seed and surprised everyone in running the table to the school's first state tournament volleyball crown. The Nikes handled Gladbrook Rhinebeck in 4 sets, 25-20, 21-25, 25-18, and then a wild 26-24. Notre Dame ended their season on a 14-game winning streak last year. They graduated just 1 senior off that team. That target, and Beth, you were on teams with that target on your back, and to do it night in, night out, and to get there.
It is tough with the target on your back, and you really have to come into every match focused, a new opportunity to continue to win and be that #1 squad.
There you see the road. This is all the bracket. The match is heading and taking place here in Cedar Rapids. You see a lot of traditional teams that are usually here, like a Janesville that won 5 straight, a Holy Trinity Catholic. But then there's some new names, like a Burlington Notre Dame, a team, a school that you really never thought of much, and now they're on the brink, on the cusp of winning their 2nd straight. In Springville, it's their 8th team they've brought to state, 6 in the last 8 years.
Pretty impressive as of late. 6 in the last 8 seasons. State qualifiers. It's a quality program year after year. That's not just one set of, freshmen through. That's multiple cycles, multiple teams. So a good job by Coach Claude Howard getting his program to state.
Down official is now talking, and that's what I thought had to happen. She does need to exit, and she will. So checking in is going to be number 18. This is Abby Christensen. She's a senior setter. She's played in 8 sets on the season. It's 20-13. Wilson serving, trying to help lead her team to win this 4th set. The block gets the point, and now a substitution. Back in is Nia Howard, who had to step out due to the injury, and now she's back.
I love it. A big cheer for number 18. She comes in, and she's part of the block. That's awesome. Great job.
So Abby Christensen, the little spark plug, helps get the block. Some good serving. a service ace, and now it's 20-15. Down by 5, and Burlington Notre Dame only needs 5. How's this one going to shake out? The Orioles of Springville get a good attack, but it's blocked down for a point. And let's watch this one again.
Middle from Burlington, Notre Dame able to get out there to put up a strong double block. Just a low swing there, kind of into the top of the tape, into the block.
Scrappy defense on both teams. Springville patiently has to send it over on that contact, and they do. The Nikes with the free ball. We're not seeing a lot of hard hits in this rally, but it doesn't matter for Springville. That little drop in.
Both teams were a little out of sorts. They're just trying to keep the ball alive. And again, another placement tip, seeing the defense going right over top of the block. It works, it scores the point.
Morgan Nahazel with the serve, the senior. Great up there by Kennedy Breitfelder, the junior. And the run continues.
Good eye by the Springville libero, Grace Mattis. Right on that line, she says, no way, that's out of bounds.
21-17. Flying in. Springville pushes it over by Howard. Back row swing, and that's in. Splitting 2 defenders is Nahazel, and Mattis couldn't come up with it in the back row defensively.
Burlington Notre Dame needing the side out. Who do they go to? Gabby Deary. A placement back row attack in between 2 defenders. A good swing.
Deary tonight with 17 kills for Burlington Notre Dame. Ball handling air, and the door of opportunity still open for Springville. Never give up as coach looks on, dealing with some adversity here.
Good serve.
In system, quick set, throwing it down for the kill. It's now 22-18. Excuse me, it's now 23-18. A 5-point lead and only 2 points away.
Good save by the setter. Jenna Benz saving that, allowing her middle to just slam dunk it home.
Free ball over to the Nikes. Back row swing. Nobody there. And that brings up championship point at 24-18 in favor of Burlington Notre Dame. Remember how this match started? It was all Springville to start. Burlington Notre Dame did not give up. They won set 2. They won set 3. The antenna's waving. It's an attack air. It's now 24-19 after the hitting air by Burlington Notre Dame.
Serving number 48, Grace Mattis.
Still championship point, and Burlington Notre Dame uses their final timeout. Let's go inside Springville's huddle right now.
Because we're going to get to 26. Aren't we? We're going to get to 26. Have it in your head. You work as hard as you can for each other. You can do it. Team on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Did you get the libero switch? Did they get the libero switch?
Wanting to get to 26, meaning we're going to rattle off the next 6 points to get there.
It's possible. It's absolutely possible. They're going to have to play almost flawless volleyball.
No
but
room
they just
for
have
error.
to, yeah, no room for error, but they just have to keep going one by one. So if they want to get to 26, it starts right now with a serve and defending it.
To serve is Grace Mattis for Springville. 24-19 Burlington Notre Dame sitting on championship point opportunity. The setter's dump. Not going to work that time. Set near side swing down the line. It goes out. Out of bounds is the call. And there's one. They need 6 more to get to 26-24. And Mattis will dial it up again, the libero, behind the service line. Championship point for Burlington Notre Dame. Perfect pass, the set, and it's down for the kill. For the 2nd year in a row, Burlington Notre Dame Nikes are your Class 1A champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's final score is presented by Fairway. Burlington, Springville, 1.
All the credit in the world for Springville on that gutsy, gritty performance. We said in the pregame, on paper, Burlington Notre Dame, who won it all last year, who returns all but one player off last year's team, on paper they should win. They had to work to win tonight.
They earned it. They had to work hard. Springville gave them a great fight. Love the energy, love the intensity. Props to Burlington Notre Dame. They played well, they executed their strategy, and they finished.
Springville ending their season 35-5. That's one tremendous year. While Burlington Notre Dame ends at 37-8. We will be showing you who made the all-tournament team and the all-tournament team captain in Class 1A. We'll hand out the team runner-up trophy and the championship trophy as well as our festivities continue on the court here in this final championship match of a long, successful day here on Iowa PBS.
You're going to be about that I don't get to coach some of you anymore. So that's tough, okay? But I'm so proud of this team. Amazing job this year. Amazing job, okay? We did it. You were the best. You were the best. Here we go. First step forward.
You hear the passion, the energy, the pride that Claude Howard Jr. has, the love of his student athletes. And it's hard no matter what. No matter what, this is the last match. Here's the all-tournament team.
From Burlington, Notre Dame, Josie Bentz. From Springville, Lauren Wilson. From Holy Trinity Catholic, Natalie Randolph. From North Tama, Jaden Roush. From Burlington, Notre Dame, Jenna Bentz. From Springville, Nia Howard. And the captain of your 1A all-tournament team, from Burlington, Notre Dame, Gabby Deary.
Congratulations to the members of that all-tournament team. I'd take that group up against about anybody.
That would be a fun one to have them all play together. You got a setter, you got attackers. Great representation of 1A in the state of Iowa.
Well-deserved individual honors, multiple schools represented, and big smiles after this 1A championship week is officially done. We'll move on to the team trophies and championships as Springville again, a tremendous tournament defeating Gladbrook, Rhinebeck, North Tama, and then falling to Burlington Notre Dame. Burlington Notre Dame this week defeated Tri-Center, Holy Trinity Catholic, and then Springville for the team title.
Your Class 1A runner-up.
the Springville Orioles and head coach Claude Howard Jr. And now, your 2021 Class 1A champions, Coach Mike Davis and the Nikes from Burlington, Notre Dame.
Beth, that was a fun 1A championship match.
It absolutely was. It was back and forth. There was a lot of energy, some strong attacks, some placement kills, and ultimately a big congrats to Burlington, Notre Dame.
A memorable day. Congratulations to the 5A champ Pleasant Valley, the 4A champ Western Dubuque, the 3A champion West Delaware, the 2A champion Dike New Hartford, and the 1A champion Burlington Notre Dame. A huge shout out and thanks to our production team and everyone that made this possible with Iowa PBS. Until next year, everyone, stay safe and keep working hard and cheering on the Iowa girl. Thanks for tuning in to our full day of broadcast from Cedar Rapids. And so long. This has been a production of Iowa PBS.
Funding provided by...
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we're committed to our foundation of personalized service while treating our customers like family and valuing our employees. Fairway Meat and Grocery, that's what we're all about.
By Muscle Lighting, the sports lighting specialists, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.